So welcome back to the Creativity series, and today's 7 of part 1. Now, yesterday I was talking a little bit about motivation, and you may well be asking yourself already on day 7, what's this exercise actually got to do with creativity? As I said at the beginning, it's about creating or cultivating a spacious state of mind in which creative thoughts, ideas, images, sounds can naturally arise in that space. If we sit down and try too hard to be creative, then really we're just falling into the same old traps that we've always fallen into, which is thinking about creativity, and trying through our own will and effort to bring about these ideas. But you'll know yourself that the very best ideas tend to come about when you ease off the gas a little bit, when you step away from a problem. It might be when you're in the shower or walking down the street. But those creative ideas just spontaneously arise. And they arise because there's a sense of effortlessness in that moment. So if we can train the mind in this state of effortlessness, then more and more often we'll experience this creativity. It might arise in those moments and take us by surprise, or it might arise during the meditation itself. Either way, that's fine. Very often, though, you'll find that the creativity arises off the back of the meditation, not during the exercise itself, but that it starts to make itself known in those moments throughout the day when you can actually make best use of it. But for now, just take a moment to set the body up in a comfortable way. Remember, relaxed on the one hand, focused on the other. The eyes with a nice, soft, gentle gaze. And when you're ready, begin with a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. With the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes. And just taking a moment or two to become more familiar, more aware of all the different physical senses in your environment right now. And just bringing the attention back to the physical sensations of the body now. Noticing how the body feels, whether there's a sense of tiredness, heaviness, lightness, energy in the body today. Try not to judge it in any way. Instead, starting at the top of the head, just gently scanning down through the body. Just building up a picture of how it feels right now. At the same time, just starting to notice how you're feeling right now. Noticing how the way that you're feeling is perhaps influencing your motivation for sitting to meditate today. Being confident that in taking this time out for yourself, in turn, you affect others as well. You benefit others in the process, and just bringing that alive in the practice can make such a difference. Just remembering how potentially this can benefit those around you as well as yourself. Of course, the last part of setting up the right attitude is just reminding yourself of how little effort is actually required, that many of the qualities of mind that we chase after, it's actually in chasing after them that we prevent ourselves from seeing them, experiencing them. It's about stepping back and allowing those to move to the forefront of the mind. So just take a moment now to settle the attention on the breath, and just take a couple of minutes to follow the natural rhythm of the breath, allowing thoughts to come and go, allowing feelings to come and go. The minute you realize that you've been distracted, just gently bringing the attention back again to the rise and the fall of the breath. You're just starting to ease off the attention on the breath as you shift your focus above the head in just that steady stream of sunlight. Remember, very bright, very warm, very clear, bringing with it a sense of calm, sense of clarity, and you just follow it as it flows down through the body, down the left-hand side of the body, and you just watch as the body slowly, steadily fills up. Remember, as you're watching, there's a sense that any discomfort is dissolving, melting away. When you get up as far as the hip and the pelvic area, so the focus shifts just slightly. You remember that it's coming down from above the head, down through the body. Now focusing on the right hand side, the right leg, the foot and the toes. When you get to the waist again, just reminding yourself from where that sunlight's flowing above the head, and then just watching as it fills the trunk, both the stomach and the back. Bringing with it a real sense of ease and of space in both the body and the mind. Moves up towards the shoulders, and you just follow it as it goes down the left side, all the way up through the shoulder joint, reminding yourself where it's coming from, down through the head and then down the right side. Still continuing to flow down from above the top of the head. Moves up, throat, the neck, face, all the way to the very top of the head. And with that idea that it just continues to flow, that there's a limitless supply of this sunlight, you just allow the mind to rest in that space as you re-engage that sensation of the breath. And then just for a moment now, let go of that feeling, let go of any focus on the breath. Just let your mind wander. Let it do whatever it wants to do. And then just gently bringing the attention back to the body. Once again, back to the weight of the body. Contact. The body against a chair or the floor. And slowly just starting to notice the other physical senses around you. And when you're ready, you can just gently open the eyes. Maybe just blink a few times to refocus the eyes. And before moving, just being clear about how you're feeling, the difference the exercise may have made to how you're feeling. At the very least, the difference that it's made to how aware you are of how you're feeling. And then just remembering to be clear about that idea of being aware throughout the day today and the difference that can make. But for now, just take a stretch as you sit back in the chair. And as I was saying at the very beginning of today's exercise, it's worth taking a moment to reflect on where these moments of creativity might arise in your life. I think this is quite common with most meditation exercises, actually, that the results that we're looking for often crop up in other areas of our life rather than during the meditation itself. I think that's the nature of the mind in many ways. It also reflects that continuity of awareness that when we sit to meditate, really we're simply planting the seeds, and we then see those seeds start to really sort of take root and to flourish in everyday life. It can be tempting that when creative ideas do arise during the meditation, to feel as though you need to write them down or record them in some way. I would encourage you not to do that. That's a really dangerous route to go down, as you can then end up with just a pad of paper by your side at every meditation, and you're constantly interrupting it to write down thoughts and ideas. I assure you, if those thoughts and ideas are really kind of important to you, if they mean something, they will re-arise later in the day at an appropriate moment. So don't worry about losing those ideas. But I'll leave it there for now, and I look forward to seeing